I think they are about to start walking from Northeast Academy in Oklahoma City down to the Capitol. Let's check in with Chris Gilmore. He's been there all morning. Chris, what's the latest?
Yeah, all morning. We just got done hearing from the national president of the AFT, Randi Weingarten. She was really rallying the crowd up. They are very spirited in there. We just heard from one of these high school marching band drum lines who just got done practicing. But if you turn your attention to Northeast Academy, you can see those teachers starting to trickle out right now. They are filled up with what they hope is going to be a lot of energy that they're going to take to the Capitol, about a mile down the road, as we've been mentioning all morning. But Weingarten, the president of the AFT, said it best in saying that what happened last week in terms of Governor Fallon's bill is just a down payment, and they're here to collect the rest. And that is what they believe the students in their classrooms across the state deserve. So we are going to be with them now. We're going to go ahead and pack up our bags really quickly so we can be along with them on that march and bring you their stories. Reporting live on the scene on the story from Northeast Academy, Chris Gilmore, News 9.
Hey, let us see your shoes real quick. Do you really have your walking shoes on, Chris?
Oh boy.
Well,
no,
they're kind of dirty now.
Robin busted you.
Scott does. Check.
Scott's got his shoes
But
on.
it's the photographer who's got to walk backwards. Yeah, see, look, this is what we have to do. The photographer's the one that's
I'll be
going to
getting a piggyback ride.
Oh, okay.
Getting ready. All right,
He
Chris.
looks good no matter what story he's on. There
Thank
you go.
so much.
Good morning. I think, Robin, this is what you call in the trenches. I'm here with Millwood teacher Mrs. Vaughn here. She teaches 9th grade, and she said that she can't picture herself being anywhere else today. She's here with her son. What inspired you?
The children. There's a need, and if we don't speak for them, if we don't advocate for them, no one else will.
And how important was it for your son to see what's going on here today?
He knows that we care. He knows that we're doing this because we love him, and we want him to have the best future possible.
Could you picture yourself being in any other place this morning?
Absolutely not.
Okay. And what's your message to the legislators?
Children first. Absolutely, children
And
first.
Scott, if you turn around, there's the AFT national president right there. She's with us too. You know, it's a very rowdy bunch here today. Well, we're having fun out here. So we are about, I wouldn't say even close to the halfway point yet, but you know, these people definitely have their fresh legs on. They are ready to bring their message to the legislators. So we'll be with them, and trust me, this isn't the last live shot you're going to see this morning. Reporting live on the scene on the story on Kelly, Chris Gilmore, News 9. We did. It took Scott and I a few minutes to catch our breath, but we finally are here. I don't know if you can see the crowd. I'm sure you saw the angles that we are covering this, but the Capitol is packed. I don't know if you ever seen what 30,000 people look like, but it is getting very close to that number. We can tell you some announcements that we heard while on our way over. We were marching with the AFT president, Ed Allen, and he announced upon arrival here at the Capitol that teachers will be striking tomorrow as well, and he says that they are to meet at the Capitol tomorrow. So I'm sure we'll have an official release on that, but he announced that to the crowd of teachers that we were marching with. They are all here. We met a lot of different characters, all of them here for different reasons, but they all share the same common goal of wanting to take care of their classrooms, wanting to take care of students, and wanting to get those fair wages. So right now, what they're really hoping for is that they can get the other part of that money that they were asking for in terms of funding for the classroom. So they'll have a lot of talking to do, a lot of meetings with legislators, a lot of speeches, and a lot of picketing. We saw all the signs earlier, but these people are spirited, and they are here for the long haul. We heard it in so many different ways this morning from Alicia Priest and a host of different teachers, and also from Ed Allen himself. So we will be here covering this from all angles, all morning, all week, as long as it takes, right here with the teachers. Reporting live on the scene on the story from the Capitol, Chris Gilmore, News 9. Hey, we're still here about halfway through the first day of this teacher walkout, and now we have confirmation that it will go on for a second day. Teachers will be meeting here tomorrow at the Capitol to continue to make their demands heard. We have heard from several leaders among the unions that are represented here, AFT and OEA. We heard from Randi Weingarten, the leader of the national branch of the AFT, and she said that the deal that was reached last week is just a mere down payment into what these teachers all around us are looking for in terms of funding not only the wages for these teachers, but also classrooms. Now, to get into the ladies that are surrounding me, and gentlemen as well, this is the contingent, the posse from Lone Grove and Ardmore. They're here very strong, and I'm joined by the Lean Mean McLean, the legend of Lone Grove, second grade teacher here. And what brought you here so far?
I just came today to support all of our teachers, to show the legislators that we are strong, we're united, and It's not about the teacher raise, it's about funding education, getting new books for our classroom, funding technology for our classroom. We're falling further and further behind in this area, and our kids deserve a lot better than that.
And I know she doesn't look it, but she's been teaching for nearly 3 decades in Lone Grove. What keeps you so dedicated to your community?
I'm invested in our school and our community. Texas is just maybe 40 minutes away, and I could drive there, but I'm invested. I love our community. I love our kids and our schools, and I want Oklahoma education to be at the top again, to be the best.
Tell us about your son. I mean, you can't miss it with all the bedazzles, but we have Oklahoma's biggest exports, oil, agriculture, and number 3 in all caps, teachers. What's happening to our teachers here?
We have so many teachers that are leaving our state, not only to go to Texas, but to all the surrounding states, bordering states. Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Texas is probably our biggest export of teachers. And we have, during college days, when they come to recruit teachers, most of those schools are Texas schools coming to recruit our Oklahoma graduates.
It's just a short drive down the road. And, unfortunately, teachers are having to rely on some things to supplement the supplies in their classroom, like box tops. We have teachers, asking for those kind of donations and help where there is none otherwise in schools. And, just to look at some of the other signs we have, I told you, there's a whole posse here from Ardmore and Lone Grove. We have, kids talking about how they won't be able to play basketball going pro because of the lack of funding. We've had schools here that have had to pay activity fees across the state of Oklahoma. We've seen schools go to 4-day school weeks. We've talked about the teacher pay being close to the bottom of the rung when it comes to states across the country. So lots to talk about here. Definitely more than enough ammunition to go into tomorrow and continue to make their demands met. They will be speaking with legislators. They're going to be giving their speeches, and they will be here with more signs. So we'll be here giving you complete coverage here on News 9, reporting live on the scene on the story from the Capitol. Chris Gilmore.